Thank you for having me again. In the morning, I discussed the organizational coordination for a success project, especially in big projects. We need to have coordination between different entities in the region. But inside an organization, also, we need some coordination for a successful project delivery. This is experience that we had together. I want to share it with you really quick. So I call the presentation interdepartmental approach for a complete street project. So this started from a story that there was a campaign in the city of Lewisville called 10-minute walk to a park. So it was a campaign, most cities get involved, and the city of Lewisville decided to be a part of this. And approved by the city council. Now we are in a good ratio, I believe, around 60 to 70% right now have 10-minute, within the 10-minute walk distance from a park. But there was a neighborhood, disadvantaged neighborhood in the city of Lewisville that really didn't have access, and they were really far from any park or recreational facility. So you can see some numbers about income and other socioeconomic in that area that were very low, but our park department, we had an old building. The city had owned the old building in that area, and our park department proposed to tear down the building and create a small neighborhood park for that area. That was the starting point of the story. You see, this is the environmental, and actually one of the hit zones in the area is this neighborhood. So first we thought about the park, and we said, okay, we need a park in this area to be within 10 minutes of the residents. It's a multi-family area with lots of residents and mostly minorities in that area. Also, we thought about especially with our transportation system, access to the park is not that easy. So what we need to do, we need to provide a better multimodal system for accessing the park. So we gathered all that would be involved, the council, the citizens of that neighborhood, different departments, engineering, planning, parks, neighborhood services. Some NGOs keep Lewisville clean, and some research institutes like university institutes. They all came together to put the effort and thoughts together to come up with this solution. For creating the vision, we had multiple neighborhood engagement practices. We invited people to let us know about their vision of their neighborhood and what is their optimum favorite neighborhood should look like. And then about the complete street, the city of Lewisville have had a few complete street projects. For those who do not know, a complete street we call a street complete that can serve all users of the road with different types and provide different options for biking, walking, and also safe driving. It has different elements in a complete street. So this is one of the previous projects that we have. On the left, you see the old street, Mill Street, and on the right, you see the Mill Street after the completed street project. Usually we have bumped out curbs, we have signed crosswalks, we have ADA ramps, decorative lighting, and some furniture, benches, especially where we have the park, in vicinity of the park. This is another project of our completed street. So for the design of the completed street, we followed the new approved policy. Before getting to the completed street project here, we had to get approval from the city council and come up with the completed street policy, which we define what are the goals, what are the measures of success for such a project. So the whole completed street project, the Southwest Parkway, it was in between Corporate Drive and Business 121, if you are familiar with the area. So as I said, different elements, crosswalk with enough lighting, flashing beacons or pedestrian hawk signals is planned, bicycle facilities, parking spots with bumped out curbs, islands, refuges for safe crossing of pedestrian. There were some challenges that we are working on for the design. Right now we are in the schematic design phase. We are thinking about either narrowing the road and expanding the sidewalk and using 8 to 10 feet sidewalks for a shared use between bicycle and pedestrian, or we keep the existing curb-to-curb distance and use the bike lane inside the paved road with the buffer zone. Also the buffer zone, is it going to be just pavement marking or we need something more? I notice in Austin you have some plastic bollards for separating bike lanes, or you have some concrete. So we are looking into these options. Along the project, we are checking with the residents at the beginning. Before starting the schematic design, we had multiple focus groups, and then after finishing the schematic design, we are going to bring them the final designs to judge about those options that we have. The budget for this project came from different areas, different departments. So a part came from the parks, a part came from the community development with CDBG fund, and a part was from the transportation department with the fund from DCTA. Right now we have secured the design fund for now, but we are looking for some resources for the implementation and construction of the project. Freese Nichols was selected as the design for almost $900,000 contract for the design of the project. But what we take from this experience is that, probably I should get closer to read, but you need to use your experience, involve everybody in the city that you think, because everybody can help in some way. They know some resources and they can bring something to the table. Value your experiences, especially successful ones, and look into different types of funding resources that you can collect them, and from small amounts you can do big projects. Thank you so much.